What is good, tribe? How you guys doing this evening? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is going to be Black Ink Crew Chicago season 4 episode 15. So look, y'all, I'm confused about a few things with this episode. First of all, I thought this was the season finale, but then they had previews at the end of the episode, so maybe not. Um, guess not. I'm gonna just jump in because it wasn't really a lot with this episode. I mean, I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to tie up storylines, but it's really not a lot here. We start the episode off with Charmaine Danielle in the shop. Charmaine's like, and then there were two because they down to just two artists, Van and Cobra. But Don don't, because Four's gone, obviously. Lily and Reese are gone. But I thought Don did tattoos. Now, y'all know I'm still new. I know he started doing piercings, but I thought before piercings he was actually tattooing. So when she says we're down to two, why aren't you counting Don in that scenario? And again, that comes into play because later on in the episode, when Four is talking to Don about coming over to Nah Mag, Don was like, well, nah, I like being my own boss. I like being over at Loyal Inc. because, that's something for me and my family, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Cobra comes in with a mask on and she lets them know that she's getting into wrestling, that she's always loved wrestling and been into it, and that she feels like this is a good way for her to just kind of release her anger in a healthy way rather than running around beating people up all the time. And I think that's actually a good idea, Cobra. But she looked really good in her confessional. Her hair's down. And Cobra wears her hair up a lot, but it's down and it's curled. It's got like some green streaks in it. It was really pretty. I thought she looked really nice in that confessional. That confessional look she had. Then Van walks in and, they just kind of chilling. And conveniently, they see a statue over in the corner with a note attached to it that nobody had noticed until Van got there. Of course, it's from Lily. She's left them a note with the key to the shop, basically cussing all of them out. That's pretty much what it came down to. Told Charmaine that she got her head so far up her ass and she's so full of herself. She said, Danielle, I don't really have a whole lot of beef with you. You just lazy and didn't never do nothing around the shop. I'm like, the fuck? And of course with Van, I thought me and you was cool, but you ain't shit either, and you a bitch ass nigga. Da, da, da. Well, she didn't say all that, but that's basically what she said. So she pretty much cussed everybody out. And Cobra's thing was, this ain't my beef. Cobra was like, me and Lily are still roommates. I don't really have no beef with Lily. This ain't my fight. Like, what her problems is with them, not me. We good. I'm not really sure how I feel about that, but okay. I understand that y'all live together and you have to kind of maybe remain somewhat neutral, but I don't know. Then we see Four. Excuse me. Four is back in LA working on his music. London comes through. Every time they show London, he looks different. Am I the only one? Like, I feel like he looks different every time they show him. I don't know what it is. He actually looked kind of nice in this one. Look, and Four has a lot of unfinished songs, and they were like, "Look, what you been doing?" Because London is on tour, so he's not in the studio. And Four's like, "How are we supposed to be making music together when you're not even in the studio with me?" I think Four is used to doing things the way he did things in Chicago, where he would go into the studio. It was his money. It was his time. He could go in when he felt like it. Oh, so sorry. Golly. Y'all know, whew. He could kind of go on when he felt like it. I think it's just a different expectation and he's still trying to figure it all out. I know that's how producers do things these days. I know DJ Khaled, he's always talking about, did you send the track? Did you send the track? Because he ain't really in the studio with a lot of his artists. They send in their hooks or send in what they want and he mixes it up in the studio, and so I think Four is just out of his element. The talent is there. He's making, because everything they played, I was like, okay. I mean, and a couple of things they played, we've heard, because it's been on on videos and stuff out there and on social media and stuff. But he's just out of his element. But it's not like he's not doing anything wrong. Like, he's in the studio, but I don't think he has the confidence that he's finishing the tracks to satisfaction of London. So he's waiting for London to kind of come in and put his stamp on it. But of course, London was like, look, we need to finish some shit up. Like, you got a whole lot of unfinished music. We need some finished product. And so, I think Ford's just kind of feeling some kind of way about, like, I'm still not getting this whole LA thing. And he ends up coming back to Chicago just to kind of have a minute to just kind of breathe and be around familiar, be in some familiar surroundings and be around some people who, who got his back or whatever. So, Lily. Lily has done left the shop. She done told everybody to kiss her ass, but Lily ain't got nowhere to do tattoos now. So Lily calls up, Ryan. Apologizing, talking about that she was wrong. She got a hot head, and in this scene, I think Ryan has been the most genuine that he's been all season. And what Ryan said to her was, I wasn't leaving you when I left the shop. I just didn't have anywhere for you to go. And I was trying to get my shit together. And I was going to come back for y'all. But see, Ryan, that goes back to communication. You didn't say all of that at the beginning of this. You just disappeared. And when people called you, you either didn't answer the phone or you had a fucking attitude when they did talk to you. So you basically gave everybody your ass to kiss. And so, yes, people got angry. People got upset. Now, should they have gone on social media and stuff like Lily did, talking the kind of shit Lily was talking? Obviously not. But that is where the anger was coming in. And I wish Ryan... He has hinted around at it and he has said pieces of it. But at the end of the day, all he has to say was, I handled this wrong and I understand where the anger came from. Because that's really what it boils down to. You handled it wrong. You're right. You left the shop because it was toxic for you and you had your feelings and your opinions on why you did it. But you have to understand the people that you didn't mean. There was a lot of collateral damage in what you did. And Lily was one of those people. And when Lily tried to come at you at the convention, you just had an attitude like, well, fuck all of y'all. And Lily was like, hold up, but you brought me in and you just left me. And so I really felt like I had to be loyal to them. I had to hook up with them because you didn't really leave me any choice. And so they sort of came to a truce. So then Lily threw out there, so what's up with the new shop? Because see, all of this apologizing was about her getting a job. That's it. Like, if Lily didn't need you, your ass, she'd have never came to your ass. Like, real talk. And Ryan said that in his confessional. He was like, yeah, I don't know why you here. Like, I don't know if your reasons are genuine at this point. So I'm going to just kind of sit on it. Because she basically said, if you're ready to give a sister, give somebody a second chance, I'm here. I'm looking for I'll come into the booth. So I'm like, yeah. All of that was about a job. And Ryan, he peeped it. Like, I don't know if he 100% understood it, but he peeped it. So then we see Charmaine with her mother. And her mother basically tells her, look, I don't really like the way things are. When they talked about the whole dinner or whatever, and she was like, you really need to call your father because he's still mad about that shit. She was like, look, he alright. Me and Neek, we ain't having no baby. It's all good. But she really wanted to talk to her about the whole Ryan situation. And she was like, look, Ryan, you and Ryan were like brother and sister. Like, this is beyond, y'all were family. It was beyond a shop. It's beyond all this other stuff. And I really don't like where you and Ryan are. I really don't like y'all situation because Ryan had your back. And he came and he met the family. Ryan, like, I know Ryan loved you like a brother. And I know you loved him like a sister. And y'all really need to figure out a way to come back together because I don't like it. And then she went on to let Charmaine know, look, I've been talking to Ryan. And me and Ryan, we talk. And I've heard his side of the story. So, of course, Charmaine was like, what? My mama been talking to Ryan. But she don't have no dog in that fight. Like, you're her child. But she really she said that. She said, I respect Ryan. And adults see things, and I know Charmaine's an adult, but you know what I'm saying, older people, they just see things differently. And I think in her mind, it's like, look, for everything that this man did for you, y'all need to figure out a way to make it right. And she was letting Charmaine know, look, you need to make this right. So Charmaine was like, damn, like, my mama, I love my mother, I respect her, so maybe I do need to go talk to Ryan. Maybe I do need to go figure this out. Okay, so then that's when we see Ford. He's come back. He goes to Ryan to get a tattoo. He gets Chi-Town on his arm. It's really a nice tattoo. Ryan does great work. It's really a nice tattoo. And he said, look, I just need to clear my hair. And actually, that song that's playing while he's getting the tattoo is him talking about that. And then he ended up by saying, might see Ryan to get some new ink. I think I might download that song tonight. I liked it. I actually liked most of the music they played by Four tonight. They played like a lot of his music tonight. But he's just saying, look, I need some air, I need to breathe, I need to figure this whole thing out. And we see the shop is coming along really well. He said they'd be ready to open in a couple of weeks. Like they almost there, they almost where he wants it to be. Poor Cobra, her wrestling career ended before it started. Her ass was at practice and fucked up her neck, and she was like, I might have to rethink this whole tattooing thing. I mean, this whole wrestling thing, because if I fuck myself up and I can't tattoo no more, we gonna have a bigger problem, because I can't live if I can't tattoo. And so I think she was calling herself the Grave Digger or something. I think the Grave Digger has been retired. But I would have thought it was cute, because I think that would have really been a good thing for her to be able to do. I really do. So then we see Ford Don, that whole scene. I already told y'all what happened with that. Basically, Ford was letting Don know, look, if you want to come over to 9 Mag, you good to do that. And he was like, nah, I really like having my own. I really like doing my own thing. Alright, so here we go. Ron is having a cookout. Now, I didn't see Rachel. If Rachel was there, I missed her. But Ron is having a cookout. Drunk ass, what's her name? Brenda, Brooke, whatever her name is. She's there. She's sober, though. And they're having a good time. They're dancing. It's a lot of his new artists are there. The new people working at the shop. The manager was there. Some of the artists were there. And it's mostly women. And they're having a good time. It's like the old 9 Mag. They out there barbecuing it up and having a good old time at the new shop. And who shows up is Lily with a bunch of damn food. So, of course, everybody is like, what's she doing here? And Lily, I give Lily credit. She walks into the lion's den and don't flinch. You know what I mean? She was like, look, I got all quiet and shit when I walked up. What's up? What's up? And she said, look, me and Ryan done made our peace, because Drunk Girl was like, look, I know I was asleep. I was passed out during the whole melee, but I know Lily started it. And I know who the fuck Lily is, so what the hell is she doing here? And Ryan was like, look, me and Lily's relationship was different than my relationship with the rest of them. Me and Lily's relationship was just business. And at the end of the day, I brought her into the shop and I left her there. So we've talked about it. We've cleared the air. And, for right now, we're good. Like, basically, he was like, she good. You know what I mean? Y'all go ahead, give her a pass, and she good. So, Lily was like, so what's up? So here go Drunk Girl. Well, all right, then, let's take some shots. Y'all know Lily don't need no excuse to drink. So they get to drinking and partying and laughing and joking, and everybody's good, and everybody's having a good time, and, and then who shows up but Charmaine? Now, Charmaine sees Lily and is like, oh my gosh, like, Lily, you just go whichever way the wind blow, huh? Like, you done told us to kiss your ass, and now you over here, begging for a job or something? And so Lily was like, you over here begging for a job, Charmaine? What's up, Charmaine? What's up? You want some of this? What's up? You scary bitch? What's up? Charmaine was like, and to Charmaine's credit, Charmaine was like, I'm not even here for you. Like, everything ain't about you, Lily. That's not even why I'm here. And she was like, Ryan, this isn't even really how I wanted to start this conversation off, but can me and you talk? And Ryan was like, sure, let's go. Let's talk. And she apologizes and she tells him, look, I'm really, really sorry. Me and you were friends and I loved you. And she's crying, and I think she's sincere. I think she's having a hard time really getting the words out, because she told him where her anger was coming from and why she was so angry. And I think she was honest. She was very honest and very sincere. And with Ryan's anger, because I told y'all I saw Ryan in Alive, and what Ryan was saying was that whole shooting up the shop type shit, that was something that the producers told them they had to talk about. And Ryan's thing was, he's mad that they even went along with it. He was like, if me and you, if we supposed to be cool, why would y'all even go along with that shit? Why would y'all even talk about it? Because basically the producers told them that has to be part of the storyline, and y'all have to talk about it. And if y'all don't talk about it, that's a wrap. Like, they threatened them with it. And Ryan was like, but if we were supposed to be cool and we was really supposed to be friends, then you should have just said, well, I don't care, I'm not doing it. And that's where, so like, a lot of Ryan's anger is coming from shit that we don't know about and we didn't see. And so when Ryan, he let her say her piece, he let her talk, and I think it's a part of him that wants to forgive her, but he's angry. And in that moment, had I not seen that live and saw him talk about that, I would have been like, oh man, come on, Ryan. Because she apologized for the article. Now, something that I thought was interesting was the whole time Charmaine kept saying she did the interview, but she didn't know they was going to twist it the way they twisted it. But when she was apologizing to Ryan, she didn't even make no excuses. She said, I talked to them. I did the interview. And I wish I could take that shit back, but I can't. So for that, I respect her, because I don't know what's true and what's not true. But what I know is that she didn't try to make no excuses and try to explain away what she did. She owned it. She said, I did it, and please forgive me. So the whole time she talking to Ryan, Lily and her new friends drunk as hell over there talking shit about Charmaine. And the new chick who just met Lily 5 minutes ago talking about something. So what's up? Because I'm down. I mean, what's up? We going to get her. Because I'm always ready for a fight. I'm always ready for a fight. Here go Lily. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I needed all along, with some ride or die bitches. That's what I needed all along, with some people who had my back. I was like, you just met her 5 minutes ago and she ready to fight. That's the alcohol. That ain't really no loyalty. So they come around the corner with the drunk bitch. I can't remember her name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Brandy Book, whatever. They come around the corner. Old girl gonna roll up on Ryan talking about some, Ryan, this conversation is done. Lily talking about some, what's up, bitch? What's up? You want some Charmaine? You want some Charmaine? Charmaine was like, Lily, you bet this is not about you. You just better not be talking about me. You better not be talking about me. And Lily was like, Charmaine was like, Lily, nobody's talking about you. Like, the world does not revolve around you. And so, to Ryan's credit, Ryan shut that shit down. Ryan was like, yo, we talking, y'all, we're good. I need y'all to go. Like, go, bye, go back, go. And he ended that whole scenario. So to his credit, he didn't entertain it. But I was just like, how bold are all of y'all that y'all gonna roll up on Ryan and tell him his conversation is over and who he can and who the fuck he can't talk to. But at the end of the day, Ryan is still pissed off. And Ryan even said that. He said, I can't believe that y'all went along with some shit because these motherfuckers told y'all. He was talking about the producers. Because again, that goes back to what he was saying in the live. And Ron was like, do we look like we cool? He was like, I could say, yeah, we cool. Come on over and have a plate. But do I look like I mean it? And Charmaine was like, all right, well, all I'm saying is I just hope you find it in your heart to forgive me. I'm sorry, and that's all I can do, But I think she meant it. I do. She's crying, and she's not being Charmaine. She's not being the character Charmaine. She's being Charmaine. And I think she mean what she's saying now. That's going to be on Ryan. And I understand forgiving and forgetting is not automatic. Like, no, I wouldn't expect him to be like, come have a plate. But I want you to think on it. I want you to marinate on it. And that's what I would have said to him. I'd have been like, Ryan, I don't expect you to forgive me tonight. I don't expect everything to be cool with us tomorrow. All I'm saying is I'm coming you with sincerity. I'm coming you with really the apology, and I hope you accept it, and I hope we can eventually build our relationship back up, because it's not gonna happen overnight. Y'all spent a whole year, whether it was for TV, whether the producers egged you on, whatever. Y'all spent the whole year talking cash money shit about each other. It affected everybody's bag. You know what I'm saying? On the business side of it, not the show side, but the non-mag business side. So we'll see how the thing went down. But the previews for next week look real fucked up. It looked like a whole, and again, I thought this was the finale, but them previews for it look like there's a whole lot of shenanigans going on. So anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in them comments. Peace.